Alright folks, Steve here at Boss Trailers. Today we're going to take a walkthrough of a Helio 04. So we get a lot of requests to see what we're teaching your customers when they come and pick up the trailer. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do it in two parts. We're going to do the outside part first, and then we'll go in for part number two. We'll do the interior. So the 04 is the more simple of the Helio O series trailer. It doesn't have all of the camping equipment, so it's not going to take too long, and that's why we're starting with the 04. Get ourselves all warmed up. So we'll start at the front. There's not much here. You get your plug. It is a 7-way plug. The reason why it's a 7-way plug is because this trailer is equipped with brake. One very important thing, there is one of the 7 cable that is your constant power. The plug on your vehicle has to have that 7 wire connected to the battery. Otherwise, you are not going to charge the battery on your trailer when you're traveling. That's the 7 wire. Okay? So that's something for your dealership to do, or a good garage that does that. They'll be able to connect that to the battery. They normally put a fuse on it. At the front, there's a breakaway switch as well, so that has to be connected separately from the chain. Your 2 chain, it comes with a 2-inch ball. There's a swivel tongue jacks, and then we have our propane tanks. Little cover. The manufacturer is adding this little rubber here. The reason why is just to for transportation. You can take it off if you want. Most of our customers like to leave it on. There's your propane tank. Just like at home, when you want to do barbecuing, you open it up, it goes to the regulator, and is going to feed the trailer. The only reason why we have this on the 04 is because we get the manufacturer to install a furnace, a propane furnace. So there is a propane furnace appliances in here, therefore we do need the propane, and the tank is installed. It's already full as well when you come and pick it up. This is also where your battery goes. So you get a 24 series battery. You can upgrade that if you want. There are a lot of different qualities in the battery. You can go with GM, you can even go lithium if you want to, as long as the converter is lithium friendly. So we need whatever or whoever decides to change your battery to lithium is not going to work unless the converter is also replaced, unless it is already lithium friendly. So to close the cover, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You got to lift the handle. I like to twist it around. I'll twist it around again. It's spring loaded, and there you go. That's all there is to it. At the front of the trailer, or actually on the side of the trailer, passenger side, there's not much to it. We got a tie down here. This is for your door, to hold your door in the open position. This one is equipped with a railing for the awning. Our stairs, the way it works is you just slip it in, and that's all there is to it. Pull it back up, and that's it. We have a power outlet, 110 GFI. That means this thing could be triggered if you plug a radio, for example, and nothing's working. Most likely you trigger the GFI on it, and on this particular outlet, all of the other one inside are connected to it. So they're all connected in a series to that GFI reset, and then it goes to the converter. Your tires, those particular tires, 50 PSI. This is the upgrade 14-inch wheels that Helio has. 50 PSI of air, 100 pounds of torque for your lug nuts. Other than that, there's not much to it. We got a torsion axle. It doesn't really require any maintenance at all. Here we have our furnace. Ideally, you don't want to have something too close to it. If the furnace is going, it gets pretty hot. There's storage compartment. Need a key. Very popular key, 751. And this little clip right here is to actually hold the storage up in place. There's nothing here to really know about your trailer other than they actually cut the back, and that's to have access to the wiring for the LED tail light that's on it. With your trailer, you're gonna get one of those little guy. We sell this little thing to go on a drill if you want, so you don't need to manually bring them down. You can actually buy the fitting and put it on a drill. This is not designed to lift your trailer, it's designed to stabilize. So once you get on the bottom, if you want, you can give it a couple extra crank, but that's it. It's not really designed to lift off the ground to change a tire. So there we go. I give it a couple more crank, and that's all it needs. At the back, license plate holder and the light, LED tail lights. There's nothing to it other than You won't even have to change bulb. If it's burnt, you have to replace the whole thing. On this side, we have a detachable power cord. It comes with a 25-foot cord. You put it in. One of the little pin is bent, and so you got to look on your plug and put it on, and then you can tie it up. Right below is your solar panel connection. It's the SAE plug. So if you look, pretty straightforward. One negative, one positive. Now, folks, if you choose to put or buy a portable solar panel and connect it to here, you have to make sure that in between you have a charge controller. If you got a 100-watt solar panel and it's a beautiful day, no clouds, this thing is going to push 8 amps of charge through that wire to the battery. 8 amp of charge is pretty big. If your battery's full, it's going to boil, and there's chances that it even explodes. So in between, you need this little piece of electronic that's going to dictate how much current is in the battery or how much current they should let go to the battery. That's called the charge controller. So solar panel, charge controller. Very good one on the market. They're already at the back of it. They're attached to the back of it. So just make sure that if you buy a cheaper one, that in between here in the solar panel, the charge controller is connected to it. We have an outlet. It's a 3-inch sewer outlet. The pipe is not connected to any tank at all. It's basically the sink on the inside. Comes right out, just like the old style tent trailers. And they did put a cap. There is no valve because there is no tank. And that's all it is. 3-inch outlet. So you can, when you're camping, if you're, rinse your coffee cup, brush your teeth, and water's just going to come out and go to the ground. If you want to maybe keep that water, just put a bucket right here. It's just going to go right in there. And perhaps that's the water that you can use to put the fire out at night. So folks, I think we've done the exterior tour of the 04. Like I said, there is not much to it. I'll see you on the inside.